Right, I've just changed my GoPro over from time-lapse mode to video mode, and I'm going to start recording the journey out of ASKRIGG going back towards home. So, seatbelt on and turn around past this picnic table and get out of here. The second pub, White Rose Hotel on the right. Then there's another pub on the left here at the top as you're coming down into the village. Just here on the left there now. What's it called again? Let's have a look. The Crown Inn. So you come round down into ASKRIGG, past the Crown Inn, the White Rose, then the King's Head at the bottom. We're going to start heading back towards, along towards REDMIRE, then through REDMIRE, then back along towards CATTERICK Army Base. Then, follow the A6136 right away along to meet the A1, then get onto the A1, turn left at junction 52, then just start driving all the way back towards Whitemare Pool roundabout and South Shields. N-A-P-P-A. It's just a couple of houses. So slow down for this. Napa, N-A-P-P-A. But your main next village is REDMIRE. To the right, quite a distance away, is the River Ure, U-R-E. Where the stepping stones are down there to the right. When I do my walk along from West Burton, walk along the river, and get to the stepping stones. Stepping stones and walk straight ahead over the fields. It brings you out to this road here where you've got Castle Bolton up to the left there. Excuse me, the sun's getting to us now. Right, there's Woodhall Garage. Tiny little garage. Two little pubs. That's how small it is. Right, all the way along here now till I pass the turn off for to go up to Castle Bolton on the left, and then the road bends around the left and goes up through REDMIRE. There's a lovely little stop-off point here on the left where there's brooks coming along just over the wall here. I stop here to take corn for a walk along the edge of the river. When you cross over a little bridge, go through the gate, turn right and walk right along the river. It's pleasant. It's just here on the left where you can pull in where these vehicles are now. I've stopped and gone in there a few times with calm. Because off the main road quiet, and there's nobody around goes along where the little brook runs along there. And the second car park is here, just there on the left. Because I was watching many videos of the Yorkshire area by the likes of the taxi driver and his wife going around all nice places in Yorkshire, I've learned a lot of places to come to in Yorkshire to get away from Northumberland and Wooler area, just for a change. And that's why I started coming down into Yorkshire, going to all the nice waterfalls and rivers and the walks that I've been shown by watching people's videos. So 12 o'clock, it's chimed by the church clock. So like I say, I've got 3 hours and 15 minutes to drive back home. And I've only done 75.4 miles so far after leaving South Shields. So I believe I'd only done 74 miles or something. 7 miles or something to ASKRIGG from South Shields, so it's not that far to come actually. Right, there's your turn off for Castleford or Catterick to go over to ASKRIGG Falls. You can turn right in, go over and down. You can Catterick here. You drive along here past the pub on the left called the Wheat Sheaf. Fuck you as well, is it? Another miserable twat. No thank you for pulling in till I'm past. Miserable bastard. Right, there's the Wheat Sheaf pub on your left. So that's, like I say, that's another pet hate of mine. People don't speak to you, don't acknowledge you on hikes. Just to say hi, good morning. It's so simple, and then that's the other pet hate I've got, where people don't wave at you or give you a little wave to say thank you for pulling over. Which is so simple, to lift your hand and acknowledge the driver for doing that. Straight ahead of over there on the left. So if we keep looking over the wall to the left there, you can see Castleford. There's a nice picture of there now, because you've got a big massive pond there down there on the left. Good views of the castle now, because it's up there on the top of a hill. Look over to the left. high privet so you cannot see what's coming at you. Right, slow down now. There we go. Right, there's Castle Bowden again. Nice views up there to it. The weather's turned out glorious. The sun's up now. It's nice. There's no breeze. On a rare occasion you haven't got any of that wet stuff coming down. So it's been a good trip out. So more so because I actually got right to, well, more or less right to Whitfield Force Waterfall again, and it was running quite well as well with all the rains that we've been getting in the last couple of days. Right, there's your turn to go to Bolton Castle on the left. That's the quiet little road coming down from it basically, but you can drive up that way as well. But the main drive up to it is from the centre of the village here where the pub is. Right, so you bend round the left and go up into REDMIRE. Just show this corner here basically. Right, bend round the left here now and start going up into the village. Right, so this is a bit narrow bit where they go over the bridge. There's REDMIRE up there to the left. Here's the 30 miles an hour signs. Bend on the left here now. If you go right, you go down past the church. There's a little country lane, takes you along to an old church where there's usually goats kept in a field on the left hand side. Me and Jimmy said hello to them when we came down, walked along that lane. What we were looking for now was the track pathway that to take us down towards where the stepping stones come across the River Ewer. Right, I'll wave to him and say thank you. There you go. That's all you do. Lift your hand and say thank you for pulling over, letting me through. Such a simple task, but you've got some right miserable bastard drivers. Pisses me off. Right, back round this S bend, underneath the railway bridge, and continue. That's this posh house on the right. And REDMIRE station's just up to the left, where they've kept parts of the old railway line. Just there, where you see that sign, REDMIRE station. If you turn left here and walk along that track, you see the old bits of railway station with signals and that. I've got that on video as well. So for all you train enthusiasts and train spotters and that, it's a nice place to walk along that track there. See history. Because we've lost a lot of history, especially in railways. Right, I've got to look for my left turn now as well, go back up towards the quarry. Sign for your left turn coming up now. There you are, left CATTERICK and CATTERICK Garrison Richmond. So we turn to left here now. Right, this is where you go back up a steep bank past the quarry, tarmac place on your left. So it's steep going all the way up to the top. back along this road to Borden Moor. We pass the turn off for the 6108. Turn right at Borden Moor. You go back over the top of the moors, past all the places where the tanks do their practice and turn on the roads. And then you drop down to Catterick Garrison, Army Base. And just drive through the village of Catterick. So I've done 81.5 miles since I left South Shields. Right, straight through this crossroads. Flying the red flag on the left there. So they must be going to be doing army exercises today because I haven't taken it down yet. Came along here one day, went down to the left there before you turn right onto Borden Moor. There was a car down over the fence in the ditch, so it must have been screaming along here, left the road up in the air, and then ended up over the other side of the wire fence there to the left, and sitting down on a dip. So it just shows you some friggin' idiots driving along these roads. Probably had a skin full of drink, driving along here. Took a bend or something, a bit of a bend too fast, and just ended up off the road into the farmer's field. Over the wire fence though, so they must have left the road and gone up in the air. Wait, there's another red flag flying up ahead on the left. So there's definitely some exercise going to be going on today. Big expanse of water to the left as well. It's like a big huge duck pond. Just there on my left there now, at this labour and turn off. Right, more big puddle of water. Let's wash my car off a bit. See, I've got no worries with my car conking out though, because it's not spark plugs, it's diesel, so you've got less worries about conking out if you go through water. But it's good to give your windscreen a good wash off as well as your wheel arches and mud flaps and stuff.